Okay, you guys, we are so excited for this. We have Courtney Sharp, and I know everybody on my team's freaking out. Everybody's so excited. So if you could just start, Courtney, with your story. Everyone's in the chat. If you could start with your story, I know that there's a lot of people that haven't heard it, and we'll go from there.
Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, you got 125 people on here, dang. And look, I love that y'all are like showing your faces, man. This is the best. Every Zoom I do, I swear the whole screen is like pictures. Like there's just like 3 people on video. So this is awesome. Okay. Yeah, my name's Courtney Sharp. I joined this business 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago. And I'm a presidential diamond now. And man, I did not start out that way. So this is crazy that I'm even being able to say that. But my life, I'm going to start with my story because there's a lot of new people joining our company and our business. And it's just crazy. What you're going to see is that literally anybody can do this, you know, and you're going to really see how good God is. So anyways, I'm a recovering heroin addict. My husband both, actually. My life before babies and It Works was in and out of jail and rehab. I've stayed at 6 different inpatient rehab stays. You know, I didn't wake up and start shooting up heroin. It happened over time. You know, in high school, I was drinking and partying. I was the people pleaser, right? I just wanted to make people happy. I wanted to have fun. I was down for whatever. And I didn't know I had an addictive personality. And, you know, I started popping pain pills my senior year. And when I found opiates, I thought, like, that was it. Like, it just numbed me. I don't know about y'all, but I had no clue what I wanted to do after high school. Everybody was going to college, and I felt like they all had plans and knew everything. And I'm like, who knows? Like, I don't know what I want to be. I'm just going to take a year off. And so during that year, that's when my life took a turn for the worse. I was just getting high every day, spending money buying pills. I was selling everything I had, you know, stealing. It started, you know, and then I started having little jail stays here and there. And every time I went to rehab, it was because I got caught doing something. And I was just trying to make everybody happy. Like, okay, yeah, I'll go get my life right. Okay. And I just put myself in some really crazy situations. I wasn't taking care of my hygiene. Like, I looked crazy. My, like, food, eating and sleeping, all of that was secondary to getting high. Every day was a mission. Wake up, get money, get high, and then figure everything else out. I was running. I didn't have a relationship with my family. This went on for years. You know, I was the mess up. I accepted it. My family, well, I was the one that they prayed for all the time, and I just stayed away. Nobody expected much out of me, so I just didn't really try anything. I just waited tables when I wasn't getting high and I wasn't in jail or rehab. I was waiting tables, and it always progressed. I always went back. The longest I had clean there for a while was like 3 or 4 months. But I ended up in jail for.
But it just had a price reduction to $655,000.
Well, that's good.
It's completely redone, so you literally could just walk in and
Was that correct?
It's a 5,000 square foot lot. I think it could be.
It's Melissa's eye. On you. My bad. But so anyways, I just kept like messing up. I kept messing up. The longest I had clean was like 3 or 4 months. And then I ended up going to this rehab in Ohio, and it was a 9-month program. And I decided I'm going to rededicate my life to Christ. And I started doing the right thing. And I was on fire for God, y'all. Like, I had 109 days clean. And on the 109th day, the pastor / owner of the rehab came on to me. He called me outside, and he was like talking about my dad, because my dad's alcoholic. And he was wanting to encourage my dad. And I was like, let's go call him. And we walked outside. And as we were walking, he starts talking about his relationship with his wife and how they haven't been physical. And I'm just like blown away. Like, he's opening up to me. I was so naive. And I was just like, man, okay, it's going to get better, just hang in there. I'll pray for you. And next thing I know, he's like talking about me and my dresses and how I look. And he grabs my crotch, spins me around, shoves his tongue down my throat. And this was the pastor that I rededicated my life to Christ underneath his mantle at his church. And I just like pushed him off. And I was like, all I could say was like, pastor. And I was like, oh my God, like what? And I took off running. Like, I was in basketball shorts. It was a cleaning day at the rehab. I took off running back to the rehab. And he was hollering at me, and I go and I tell on him, right? I just go straight to the office and I tell on him. And they yanked me out of there. They yanked me out. I got sent back home that night. And that's when everything fell apart for me. I was like, man, what just happened? And I tried to stay clean. I tried really hard. And but it came back. I slowly started getting back in contact with those old people. And I fell hard. That was when the first thing I shot up was heroin. And y'all, I was a mess. I started selling my body. I started, just the other night, I was just thinking about this, like, I should be dead. Some of the things that I put myself, in, and the hotels I was at and the people I was around that didn't care about me at all. And it was all just to get high. It's a demonic thing, it had me gripped so tight. And I just wanted to die. I remember shooting up bad dope, even knowing it was bad dope. And just like, if it kills me, it kills, whatever. Anyway, so God is so good, y'all. He's so good. You can't put your faith in man. And I had a kind of echoey, but when that happened at that rehab, I was like, I had realized that I put this man above God in my life. And but man will let us down, right? Every time. And so I had to realize he's human and he makes mistakes, and people make mistakes, but I have to put my trust in my faith in God. And so I started, I was forced to lay down. I had to go to jail. The next time I went to jail, it was for 6 months, the longest I'd ever done. And when I was in there, that was when I decided again. I was in the hallway and I saw Austin. And I don't know if you know anything about jail or jail, but girls and guy inmates don't mingle. And I was literally, they sent me to medical to go get checked. And it's my second week there. As I'm walking back, there's a male inmate at the end of the hallway. He's in stripes. And it's just me and him in the hallway. There's no guards. And I'm freaked out. And I'm like walking towards him like, where are these guards? Like, what's going on? And as I'm getting closer, I'm like, oh my God, that's Austin. And I hadn't seen Austin for like 4 years. And we'd both gone down our own path of destruction, and and I saw him and I'm like, oh my God. And he looked good. Like, I hadn't seen him since high school, and he was like handsome and tall, and he had this glow around him. And I'm like, Austin. And he was like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, what are you doing here? And he was like, girl, he's like, I've been here for like 12 months. I've been in here a year. And I'm like, you have been here a year? I can't even do 2 weeks, dude. Like, what is going on? And I had no out date. So I had no clue I was going to be getting out 6 months later. I thought I was there for the rest of my life. And so he was like, you'll be all right, keep your head up, blah, blah, blah. And so they popped the doors. And immediately when I went inside the pod, I started crying. I was like, that's okay. I knew his heart, and I was like, I don't know, this may sound crazy, but I was like, I'm going to marry him. We're going to get married, and we're going to have babies. And and I remember writing, we were writing letters back and forth, and we figured out how to communicate, even though it was illegal. I used to have guards come to me at night and in the morning and be like, Sharp wanted me to tell you he loves you. And I'm like, really? Oh my gosh. And it would like keep me the whole time. But I rededicated my life to Christ in there. I started going to rehab. AA meetings. I started going to church. They asked me to speak, preach at church one time, which was really cool. And I started seeking out girls and different women that were coming in off the streets, and especially the younger ones, because, when they would come in, the old heads in there would try to get at them first and like corrupt them and get them on their sugar daddies and all that. And I would try to like get to them first and just like, man, this is not the life. Like, I'm telling you, this sucks. And it was a game to some people, but it stopped being a game to me. Like, I was done. So I started just doing the next right thing. Me and Austin both got out. We got out of jail and we got together and we had good, clean, sober fun, y'all. If you can have fun and be sober, you can dance, you can have fun. And I did not think that existed. So, we had fun, and next thing you know, it's Thanksgiving, and he gets a phone call from a detective. He was on parole, and a detective calls him, and he starts like looking all depressed. And I'm like, what happened? And we walked outside, and he was like, that was a detective, and they just said that my parole is being violated. They said I have to go turn myself in. And I'm like, no, we'll beat it, Austin. You've been with me 24/7. It's okay. And what happened was we didn't have money for an attorney. Attorneys cost money. And they basically said if we could pay them this amount, they could get him out of it. That there was no proof, none of that, whatever, that they're just putting this on him. And I was like, well, what if we don't have that money? Sorry, can't help you. So we had to settle for a public defender, and sure enough, went before the parole board, and they were just sick of seeing him. Austin has 20 felonies on his record. He was in it deep too. 20 felonies. So they didn't even give him the time of day. They were just like, bye, don't even talk. And so sentence in effect, it was a 6-year sentence. So he had to go away for a minimum of 2.5 years. And my whole world came crashing down. I was on the brink of going and getting high again. And I was at my mom's house. I quit my waitressing job. I was broke. I had no car. Austin was my car. Austin had a car. I think Amanda, Jamie, Lynn Roy is not. There we go. So I was like really close to going and getting high. I had, nothing. I felt like I had nothing to live for anymore. Once again, I had Austin was my purpose is what I thought. And for a month, I stayed on my mom's couch, and it got me physically sick. And I just thought I was so depressed that's why I was throwing up and just being so sick. Well, a month after he turned himself in, I find out I'm pregnant. And I'm pregnant with our first baby. My mom everybody's just like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, my first baby, you mean to tell me like, this is how this is going to go down? And I was scared and nervous and freaked out. But at the same time, y'all, like I had this like sense of purpose. It gave me a sense of purpose again. Like, okay, I'm a mom. I'm going to be a mom. Like that's why I was put here on this earth. Cause I never knew what my purpose was. And so it gave me the strength to just put one foot in front of the other. I'm like, okay, I got this little Austin going inside me now. I'm just going to be the best mom that ever hit the face of the earth. That's what I'm here to do. And, sorry, I think that same one is unmuted, but it's making it echoey. There we go. Okay. Sorry. So yeah, I just started doing the next right thing. And for a year straight, I milked it, man. I did not want to get a job because I knew if I got a job, then I'd have to leave my baby. And I fell so deeply and madly in love with this little girl. Like, she's my whole world. And and I knew I was going to have to leave her with somebody else, and somebody was going to see first moments of hers. And so I did random things for money. I cleaned houses. I took Taylor, Austin's mom's office. She would let me like type up stuff and pay me for it. My mom would pay me to do stuff. But ultimately, if I needed something, I had to ask. I was on food stamps. I had, government assistance. I had WIC. If I needed diapers, I had to ask my parents, like, hey, I need like $20 for some diapers. And it felt horrible, but I was a hermit crab. I had no friends. I had no, like, my social media, Facebook friends. I had like 100-something friends on there. I lost all my relationships, all my friendships. I lost them all in my addiction. I was just a hermit crab, man. I was just a mom. And I just stayed in my room at my mom's house with my baby. Yeah. Galaxy orbit is unmuted. Sorry, guys. Okay. So yeah, I just stayed at my, are we good? Yeah, okay, cool. I just stayed at home, man, like 24/7. I didn't care. I didn't have any friends, but I was just a mom. And what's crazy is for the whole first year of my baby's life, even when I'd go to her doctor's appointment, there was these two people that always showed up. Look, people are like, who is that? It's Galaxy J3 Orbit. Go, man, we can't. Look, your team's like, yeah, get them out.
It won't let me kick them out. I can't even remove this, or mute them.
That's crazy. Well, not today, Satan. We gonna do this. Okay. So anyways, I just forgot where I was. Okay, so yeah. So at my doctor's appointments, I would see people with these It Works shirts on, right? These two specific moms. And I would talk to them too, like, cause we would be waiting forever. And I would just be like, so what, what works? And y'all know when somebody says what works, you're like, oh girl, let me tell you, like flipping out stuff. And so I would get free samples, no intention of joining, had no clue what this thing was. All I knew was pyramid scheme, okay? Network marketing, pyramid scheme. Not because I knew, but it's really because I was stupid. Somebody told me in my past that network marketing was a scam. It was a pyramid scheme, and I'm like broke over here, like, you ain't gonna get my $3.50. Like, I don't have no money, but you're not gonna get it. And so stupid, right? Anyways, then I got desperate. So my baby turned 1. I couldn't even put money on the phone to talk to Austin. Like, Austin got sent to prison. He was even further away from me now. He started out in county jail. He had to go to prison. And I couldn't even put $5 on the phone to have a conversation with him. That's how crazy it was. And I was like, so my parents had to come to Jesus with me, and they were like, Courtney, you're a mom. Like, welcome to the real world. You got to get a job. Quit asking us for money. And I'm like, okay. And so I started looking into daycare prices, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like, daycare is expensive. So you're telling me I'm basically going to be waiting tables to pay for daycare? I'm good. I'll skip that, and I'll just keep my baby. Like, I don't want to be a part of this real world. That sucks. What is that? And my baby's everything to me. Like, bills, I don't care. I'll just live in y'all's house forever, and they're like, no, you're not, do something. So, so that's when I saw a person that I didn't even know this girl, y'all. I just like knew of her. She like lives in the same area I live in. I don't even know how we became friends on Facebook, but she posted about it, right? Posted about going diamond or something. And I was like, she's doing this? Okay, well, I know who she is. So let me just see what's up. And I messaged her, and y'all, she was just like, oh, you'd be so good at this. And I was like, no, girl, like, you don't know me. Like, first of all, I have no friends, okay? Zero. I'm a hermit crab. It's me and my baby. Plus, I doubt people are going to trust me to give me their information. Like, and I'm like, do you know much about me? And she was like, I mean, no, I never really. Now I'm like, well, my life, I'm a recovering drug addict, and like a lot of people know me as a junkie, and I don't have friends, and like, people from my high school and everybody lives around here. And so I'm like, I doubt they'll trust me even. And so she was like, just hear me out. Just hear me out. And so I'm like, all right. And so I had my mom drop me off at Cracker Barrel, and we met up at Cracker Barrel, and she held out the income chart, right? And she's like, so what number would change your life? And I was like, any of them. And she's like, look at it for real, which number would really be life-changing? And at the time, I looked at it, and double diamond was around it said $6,000. And I was like, right in the middle, that right there, double diamond. If I could get to that, like if this is serious, what you're saying, if I could get to that before Austin gets out of prison, then he wouldn't have to get a job. He wouldn't have to get 2-3 jobs. He wouldn't have to get one job. He could come home and really get to know his daughter. He could come home and like we could get to know each other again. He had been gone for 2 years at this point. And I was like, he doesn't know his little girl, and Taylor doesn't even know who her dad is. And in my mind, I'm thinking he's going to come home and he's just going to be gone again. Like he's just going to wake up and be gone from sun up to sundown. What kind of great job is somebody with 20 felonies on their record going to get? What kind of great job? That's going to be a manual labor all day, sun up, sundown type thing to make any kind of decent anything. And we're never going to see him. And so I said that, and she was like, okay, that's your why. And I was like, I didn't know what that meant, but I'm like, okay, whatever that means, how much is this? And she was like, $99. And I was like, girl, she might as well said 99,000. And I was like, okay, let me get back at you. But I had this gut feeling, y'all, that I couldn't shake. Like, I got to do it. Just do it, Courtney, do it. So I told her exactly how much I had on me. I was like, let me go get my mom, okay? I'm going to try to talk her into letting me have the rest of it, and we're going to do this. And she was like, okay, let's do it. So I did it, y'all. I jumped in and check. Is it my audio? I'm good? Okay. So I jumped in, man, and I just got so ignorant. Like ignorance on fire, they say, better than knowledge on ice. That's the best way I can explain it. I just started really like soaking this thing up, like getting on Zooms like you guys are right now. And I would hear the people talking. I'm like, man, if she can do it, and she's just like a basic person too, and she just like, is a mom, and she has a past too, like why not me? I mean, if I truly believe what the Bible says, right, that it's under the blood, that he cast my sins as far as the east is from the west, and he remembers it no more. Why do I keep bringing it up? He don't even know what I'm talking about. And that's all that matters, is what God thinks of me. And so why do I care what all these other people think? Why do I care? Because that was really what was like, people are going to think I'm part of a scam. Here we go again. People are going to be talking crazy. And that's what was stopping me. And I'm like, but what if this could really work? So I looked at the income chart, right? And it said, there's 8 ranks. And so I thought like, okay, even if it takes me 8 years, if it takes me a rank a year, like let's say I just promote 1 rank a year, to get to $30,000 a month, is it worth it? Yeah, it's definitely worth it. So that got me excited. Like, I'm just in it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to give it all I got. So my first month I made $500. And that blew my mind. That blew everybody's mind. My second month, that more than doubled, and I made $1,200, and it kept going up. And so by my fifth month, y'all, so check this, my fourth month, I went emerald. And I went emerald, and then my fifth month, I was like, okay, I'm getting that diamond bonus, dadgummit. I'm going to get it. And it was like $20,000 diamond bonus. And I hit diamond with 3 days left in the month. And I just went out on a limb, man. I pulled out my double diamond chart. I called my enroller, and I was like, you think I could do this in 3 days? I was like, I need a little bit over 3,000 in volume to hit double, but I only got 3 days. Like, is that possible, or is that stupid? Is that crazy? And she was like, you can do it. I believe in you. You can do it. And I was like, okay, she's right. I got off. She didn't tell me how. Literally, that's what she said. You can do it. I believe in you. That's it. I got off the phone with her, and I was like, okay. So for the next 3 days, I barely ate. I ate them Uncrustables. I didn't shower. I didn't sleep. I'm straight like this for 3 days straight. And you guys, we did it. We freaking did it. We hit double diamond my fifth month in the business, and I saw a paycheck for $6,000. What? $6,000. And the crazy thing is, that's the time we're in right now. Like, that's what we're sitting in. But it's even better now. Everything is better now. I don't know if you've noticed or not, but everything is like crazy. And that happened. People are going, from executive to double in a month right now. Crazy stuff. So yeah, when I saw that, man, I was over. I was so excited because I hit my why. 3 months later, Austin got released from prison. We had the wedding of our dreams. Anything that I wanted that wasn't in the budget, it works, baby. It works, pay for it. Our honeymoon, fully paid for by It Works. Listen to this. We went on our honeymoon, and it was only supposed to be like 5 days long, but it ended up being 10 because we kept adding another day. I would call my mom, and I'd be like, is Taylor cool? Like, can we stay another day? And she'd be like, yeah, take your time. Go ahead. And I'm like, this is awesome, Austin. Like, look at our life. We literally have freedom. Like, we can keep staying here. Like, we can stay on the beach as long as we want. It was just super cool. And so a year after that, I sat at double diamond for a whole year, y'all. I was so freaking like perfect. I was Gucci. I was not even trying to promote. Like, I'm not even kidding. I was helping my team promote, but I'm like, I'm a millionaire. That's literally how I felt. Like, I'm a millionaire. I'm good. We don't need anything. Like, and my team was promoting, but I wasn't going in for triple or any of that. Okay. Until I went to conference. If you have not been to an event and you're thinking you don't need it, get your mind right, dude. Because conference was what set it off for me. When I sat in conference, man, I felt every emotion possible. Like, I was pissed off. I was mad. I was like, what am I doing? I'm being comfortable with this. And there's millionaires right there. Like, I can be a millionaire for real. I was like, I was happy. I was crying, everything. I remember punching my husband. Like, I promise you, we will be down there next event, not even next conference. We will not come back to an event as a double diamond. I promise you, we will not. And he was like, I believe you. And I didn't even say that for him. Like, it was what was going on inside of me. Like, it didn't even matter what he said. Like, I said that because it was always like my ears just needed to hear it for me to just go. Like, it was just me talking to me. Like, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like, I didn't need the approval of anybody else. Like, I just knew that that's me. I'm going. So the next event was green carpet. And sure enough, we went to green carpet that year, which was just like a few months later, as a triple diamond. And my first triple diamond paycheck, y'all, was over $13,000 for 1 month. Come on. You can't tell me nothing. You cannot tell me this is a scam. You can't tell me that God isn't real. You can't tell me it works ain't where it's at. Like, look what happened. Me, nobody, a junkie, nobody expected this from me. This thing keeps me like, you know, for recovering addicts, like we have to have a purpose. Like we got to feel like we're doing something. We're contributing to the world, like in some way. And this right here is me doing something outside of myself. Our compensation plan, y'all, is straight up biblical. It is helping people. It's doing unto others. As soon as you get your eyes off of yourself and you start thinking, who can I help? Who can I help make $500 a month? That's all it is, y'all. This whole company's built on rubies. Figure this out. Figure out this little ruby chart right here, and I promise you, you will change your whole life. That's what did it for me. When I figured out how to go ruby, like exactly how to go ruby, and I understood it, I had to like ask a lot of questions, but once I finally fully got it, I'm like, okay, I got this. Let's go. We're building rubies. Let's go. And so I just trying to find people who wanted to make an extra $500. And what that turned into was people that wanted to make 1,000. And then it started getting bigger and bigger. And next thing you know, I've got over 10,000 customers and distributors in my downline. That's insane, y'all. I can't even name 10,000 people to you. I couldn't even name half of that, or even 1,000. How does that happen? How does that happen? Tell me. That's the power of network marketing. That is the power of It Works Global. When you're a part of a company, I mean, just our comp plan, that little thing called compression right there, that's insane. That's true. This is true residual income. I got paid the biggest check of my life the month that I was going through something, and I was terrified to look at it. I thought it was going to take a huge hit. 18 grand. It got up to 18 grand as a triple diamond. And I'm like, what? I remember just bawling, like I could have sworn it was going to go down like so much. And it was a month in my life where like I had a lot of stuff going on, and I didn't enroll anybody an entire month. And I could have sworn it was going to go way down. But y'all, residual income is doing something. It's doing something one time and getting paid over and over and over. You never have to start over. You are constantly building on what you did the day before, the week before, the month before. This is so powerful right here. If you can really get your mind around this and like grab what you are sitting on, your whole rewrite your story. Give yourself permission to rewrite your story. We weren't made to be average. God didn't make average. He made awesome. We weren't made to work 40, 60 hours a week, be miserable. There are gifts inside of you that need to come out, and help people. I didn't know I was confident. I had this confidence of talking to people. I thought I used to pray for boldness. I used to pray for that all the time. I just didn't know how I was going to be bold with what. And then I got this vehicle right here that I got a part of. And it's just amazing, y'all. So much more than a paycheck. So much more than helping somebody lose some weight. It truly is a ministry. It's a calling. It's so much deeper. When you really believe in something, when you really believe in this, you can't not share it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm at Walmart, like signing up customers, distributors, selling wraps. You know what I mean? Making wrap cash. When you get excited, you can do anything. You can do anything you put your mind to. Get excited. Get excited. Get rid of negative people, man. Get rid of them. At least for the next 6 months, get rid of them. Like we don't got time for that. This is our time. This is the time to go in and change your life. Change your kids' life. Change your grandbabies' lives. I'm telling you, it's right here. 80% of this, right, is right here. This whole thing, 80% is right here. It's just, do you believe in yourself? And if you don't, borrow your belief. Borrow. Ask your upline. Go talk to your upline. Get it right. Whatever we got to talk about, let's talk about it. But move on. You know what I mean? We got to go. This is the time. It's so crazy how many promotions. Did y'all see last month what happened? That was insane. That's what we're in right now. Dude from corporate called me yesterday and was saying, he's like, I know it's crazy right now, but the only thing I can compare this to is back in like 2014 when we went on this huge run. That's the only thing I can compare this to. And I wasn't a part of the company then. So I'm like, dude, I don't know, but I'm hanging on, man. This is so crazy. This is crazy. We're a part of a company where products are selling out. Products are selling out. We've got so much money on the table right now. What else? Dude, it's just too much. It is so much. Did you want to ask me some questions? But that's my life, y'all. For real, this is my life. Full-time stay-at-home family. I got 2 babies, got a baby on the way. I swear, it's like all we do is make babies ever since. 3 years, already got 3. Been in this business 3 years. It's crazy. But tips, too. I wrote down some tips if you want me to.
Yeah, you know, I love how you're just like going. Let's just keep going. I just love hearing you talk. I've like laughed and cried like 8 times.
Okay, cool. All right, so the first thing is speaking things. What do you want? Goal setting and speaking things. Like, what do you really want? If you don't know what you want, how in the world are you going to figure out how to get there? What is your goal? What do you want? Write it down. The Bible talks about my people perish for lack of vision. You know, have a vision, make it plain, write it down, visualize it. Y'all know Pam Souter talks about that dream car you want, go to the freaking, what are they called? Car lots, get in that mug and lick the leather. Taste it. That's what we got to do. You got to get so serious and so specific about what kind of life you want. What do you want to leave? What's your legacy? Something that I've been saying lately is, and I got my team saying it too. I am so lit and I'm so grateful that I've turned my annual income into my monthly income. Say that every single day. Write it down. Every single day. I'm so lit. I'm so grateful. I've turned my annual income into my monthly income. Y'all, we're worth that. We are worth that. You're worth so much more than what they try. I'll never go back. I will never go back. Never, never, never. So the whole thing about this, you guys hear the word consistency all the time. And the reason is because when you first join this thing, unfortunately, people are watching you not to see you succeed and be, great. They're watching to see when you're going to fail, if you're going to fail, when you're going to quit. And you know what really got me was like the ones that I expected to have my back and support me the most were the ones that did the most crap talking, the ones that made me feel the worst, like the ones that were like, we hate it works, Courtney. Like my family, like my sisters, we hate it works. Like it's taking you away from us. Like all you do, you're always on your phone. And then having my mom tell me, you are neglecting your daughter. You need to put your phone down. I'm hearing all this stuff. Okay, making rules at dinner time, making rules. Whoever looks at their phone at the dinner table is going to have to clean the dishes. Crap like that. Just trying to like mess with me. Okay. And I knew that was going to be me. So, okay, I'll do the dishes and I'll be on my phone. And what? Like, it'll take all night, but I'm going to get it done. I knew like I had a vision, y'all. I knew where I was going and nothing was going to stop me, even if it was my family. You know what I mean? I had people commenting on my family, commenting publicly on my Facebook posts I'd make and say, oh, here we go, Courtney doing some pyramid scheme. Watch out, stuff like that. And I would delete it and I would message them. And then I got bold enough to say, you do it again, you're going to get deleted and blocked from my whole life right now. Because I'm serious. This is my Facebook. This is where I'm running my business. And this is going to change my life and my family's life. They don't say nothing now. They can't tell me nothing, y'all. I'm telling you, prove them wrong. That was in me too, man. I can't wait to prove all these freakers wrong. My mother-in-law would tell me, oh, you may make a little bit of money, but it'll never last. It'll never be. You need to definitely have another plan, Courtney. And I would just be like, no. Or when I would promote, I'd always call her and be like, I just promoted, my paycheck's going to be blah, blah, blah. And she'd be like, okay, you need to stop there. Now stop there. Don't try to go anymore. And I'm like, no, dude, I'm going all the way. Like, I'm going all the way. I'm telling you, y'all, God has a plan, but so does the devil. He wants to take you out. He comes to steal, kill, and to destroy. It's a mind game, man. You've got to realize that he has a plan to stop you. Now, why? Why does he have a plan to stop you? Number one, you're a part of a faith-based company. You're a part of something that's not just changing the game, but we're about saving souls. This is about soul saving. Like, it's deeper than what people think. So, of course, when you bring somebody to something like this, of course, the devil's going to get mad. So what are you going to do? Are you going to stick it out and see the reward God has for you? That's all God wants to see, is who's going to stick it out even when it gets tough. Even when people tell you no, who's going to stick it out? Because can I tell you, the no's you get, those aren't no. Those are just not right now. I promise you. My triple diamond on my team right now, she's a top money earner. She's number 111 in the company. And listen, when I first started this, I just got really bold one day and I asked her. And I said, hey, blah, 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 you enjoy my team? And she yelled at me. She was like, you're not supposed to do that. That's not network marketing etiquette. I'm a part of another company. You're not supposed to do that. And I didn't know there was a such thing as network marketing etiquette. I've never done network marketing before. And so she was like, no, don't ever ask me again. Okay. And listen, this lady could not stop watching me for 3-4 months. So then she calls me and like 4 months into it and says she's ready to join me. First month, she takes off and goes diamond, and she just starts hitting the ranks. So now listen to me, y'all. When you're a brand new distributor and you're like not seeing results in a month or 2 months or 3 months, and you're like, oh, maybe this isn't for me. Come on, man. Come on. Put your big girl panties on. Let's think about this for a second. The devil wants to take you out. What if I'd have quit right before that? What if I'd have said, this doesn't work? You're right. I'm the only one running on my team right now. Everybody else is just, I'm the one promoting everybody. I'm the one filling all the volume. What the heck? What if I'd have backed out? I'd have missed out on a freaking rock star that was right around the corner. Some of y'all are so freaking close. You're so close. And it's just like, but some of y'all, you're thinking about quitting, and it's going to stop you from even getting what God has for you. Your seeds are planted. Dude, don't judge your day by the harvest. Judge your day by the seed sown, okay? That's what, every day when I go to bed at night, it's not like, okay, how many people did I sign up? How many people did I sign up? I'm thinking, how many new people did I talk to today? Okay, how many seeds did I plant? Okay, my harvest is coming. It's biblical. It's God's law. It has to grow. And this is good soil. What you're a part of is better than anything out there. I don't care what anyone says. There's nothing like this. Nothing like this. Tell me why people leave and join 6-7 companies and then they back. Okay? Because they're searching, and it's right here. It's right here. I thank God this is where I got a part of first. I'm telling you, man, it found me. God gave this to me, and he gave it to you. So what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? Everybody wants the picture, right? We all want Ambassador Diamond. You know what I'm saying? We all want that. But after we talk to 8 people, we're like, okay, I'm going to sit back and wait for my Ambassador Diamond to happen. No, man, that's not how it works. It doesn't fall in your, nothing easy is worth having. If it was easy, everybody and their mom be doing it. No, this takes a little bit, man. This takes a little tears. If you're serious, you're going to cry. If you're serious about this, you're going to cry. You're going to sweat a little bit. You're going to get a little nervous. You're going to deal with people. But that's what it is. That's the beauty of this. And then when you get it, it makes it all that much more sweeter. And you will have the mindset to hold on to this thing and to grow it and to nurture it and to love your people. That's a leader, man. Be a servant. Love your people. This will change everything if you'll let it. Don't be salty about helping somebody promote. Who knows why God put them on your team? Who knows? They may, I had a situation where had a team member help somebody get to Ruby, and they got a $500 paycheck, and they bawled, crying, called her up and was like, dude, oh my gosh, how did that just happen? How did that just happen? We were not going to be able to make rent this month. How did that just happen? And she was like, tell me, what do I have to do? What do I have to do to keep this? And she's now in it, rocking it. I could have sworn I heard. Who is it? Sorry, baby. Shut the door. Scare me. Okay. Okay. So, but you know what I'm saying? Either one of two things can happen. Either they get the paycheck, okay, and they're blessed and that it helps them and you never hear from them, or it inspires them to run with you. But you know what? God, here you go, Cindy Lou Who, thank you, enjoy your $500. Thank you for my thousands, okay? If that's what it takes, man. That's what it takes to get there. You got to build them. Let her have fun with her, $200, $300, $400. Thank you for my thousands. That's what it takes, man. It's helping people. And it's a heart issue, a heart check. When your heart is right, man, God's just going to, I'm telling you, the way we went from diamond to double in those 3 days, God sent things from out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. People not even on my radar at all. Like buying crazy amounts of volume too in the last 3 days. And I was just bawling like, gee, I knew it was from him. I knew it. Going live. Have you some non-negotiables, some daily things that you don't waver from? I used to think the people at the top had secrets. I'm not even kidding. One time I was real creeper mode. Got on a Zoom with Courtney Lavey, and I'm like, all right, girl, tell me what's up. I'm ready to hear it. Like, what's the truth, And she was like, what? And I'm like, no, I know you're hiding something. Like, what is it? What are y'all all doing? And she was like, okay. And then she started like telling me her daily list, and I'm like, okay, now, out. 1 second, y'all. Hey, Daddy, will you come get Taylor? She's in here. Here, baby, go on. Hold on, baby. I know, we'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm doing it. Sorry. So I really thought there was some secret, and she's like, and so finally she told me, she's like, Courtney, there's not a secret. Like, there's not a secret. And I was like, so you just saying you just don't go a day without doing these things? And she's like, right. And I'm like, oh, okay. So that's what I'm like telling my team, like, dude, there's no secret. There's no secret, because I would have found it out, and it didn't happen. So it's literally your daily non-negotiables. So somebody's asking, like, what's my daily non-negotiables? Okay. Number 1, take your products. Take your products, okay? Don't leave them in the cabinet. Take them. Take some pictures of them. Take a picture of you taking them. Self-development is crucial. I have to start my mornings out like that, or it's all crazy for me. Some mornings, of course, I'm human. It doesn't happen, but I try really hard to come in here and make sure that I do my self-development. I like John Maxwell, Jim Rohn, Gary V about social media. I always follow leaders with It Works. Oh my gosh, my mind just went, what's his name? Oh, he's awesome too. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't think of it. It'll come to me. Yeah, Tony Robbins, that's a good one. Just soak it up, man. The Secret, and those of you who've never heard The Secret, get that mug playing in your ear while you're in the car, in the shower. The Secret, man, that is so good. It's so good. Get that in your spirit. Also posting, okay? Posting 3 to 5 lifestyle posts a day. When you're posting I say my Facebook is my reality show. People aren't going to know you're in this if you don't show us. If you literally share everything. Right now is the time to share everything you're doing, everything, and make it a lifestyle post. Like, get creative, like hold up your fingers or something. I'm talking to 2 moms who are going to join my team, and they're going to make an extra $500 a month. I'm so excited. I'm doing this while I'm at the grocery store. Like, I'm making money while I'm grocery shopping. get creative. Whatever you're doing, try to make your business a part of it. So lifestyle, product, before and afters, get at least 3 to 5 good posts in a day. Let your posts show your past, your present, and your future. Every one of us on here has a story. We've all been through something. We've been through something, we're going through something, or we're coming out of it. Share it. When I got vulnerable and really did that, like I went live one time and talked for like an hour and just straight up shared details, like exactly my life. I just got it all out there. I have just rock stars on my team right now because of that one live. It hit like 60,000 views somehow, and people saw that. And I had people that reached out to me and sharing their story. And I have people I have so many women on my team that are recovering addicts. You know what I mean? Figure out who do you want people to see you as? Share inspirational quotes, things that you love and that you believe in. And then following up. I like to send out at least 10 new messages 4 times a day. So that's talking to 40 people, 10 new messages, and then I'll follow up with them as I go. But I make sure new people. And it's not anything like, I'm not like, spammy. I make sure I look at their page and I know what I'm saying to them, but I'm really like, hey girl, it's crazy right now. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but things are so insane. And I was just wondering, you can say no, but just wondering, could you use an extra $500 a month? It's just simple. Like if they say no, they say no. You'll get people who will just be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're cold messaging me. I can't believe it. But I believe it's only cold messaging if you have a cold heart about it. I'm sorry, but if you have a cold heart and you're just like really not looking into the person and not trying to make it personal, then yeah, it's, you know what I mean? But if you have honestly, the magic happens for me in the messenger. That's where the magic happens for me, is in the messenger. And I know people who do it without messaging a single person. But for me, I got to be talking to people. I get on that voice memo clip thing. I send out so many voice memos. That's really my favorite because they can hear me. They hear my heart. They hear I'm a real person. And there's power in asking. I promise you, just asking. You may not think so, but if they ignore you or say no, guess what? It doesn't matter. You're on their radar. They're going to start watching you. So now following up. How do you follow up? You hit them up, message them, and posting is also following up. That's watering those seeds. That's how my triple diamond joined me. I didn't ever talk to her again, but she kept watching me post. She kept watching me, could not stop watching me. I was sharing everything. When you talk to somebody, when you sign up somebody, when you get a bonus, everything you do, share it. I'm able to make money while I'm sitting here, learning about making money. Whatever, just get creative. And posting is really important. Okay. Charting and projecting with my team. I do like one-on-ones with my team, scheduling Zooms, work Zooms, and opportunity Zooms too. Like I'll do an opportunity Zoom where I'll share my story and I'll do the little 5-minute presentation thing and talk about a couple products, the business, the loyal customer, and boom, that's it. And so I opened that up for my whole team to invite people on. Now listen, when I started this thing, I didn't wait for my upline to schedule things or to do things. I took initiative. This thing, take initiative. Don't wait on nobody, man. Don't wait on nobody. Take what you want. Go after it. And and you will have your own empire. I promise you, you will have your own empire. Just take what you want. Don't sit around. I think about this business like y'all know that story, and then I'll chill. But that story about the boat, about the man who was like drowning in the ocean, right? He's like drowning, and he prays to God. He's like, God, save me, I'm drowning. Maybe people are drowning in debt, or they're miserable at their jobs. Their marriage is being like torn apart because of finances, and they're drowning, and they're begging God for help. Save me, God. And so all of a sudden this boat comes by, and the guy's like, come on, get in, you're about to drown. And then the dude's like, nope, God's coming. I prayed to God. It's okay. Go on. And the boat leaves. He wouldn't get in the boat. And then another boat comes, and he's like, nope, God's got this. I prayed. God's coming. And then he leaves. A third boat comes. He still doesn't get in the boat, and he drowns. He goes to heaven, and he's like, God, why didn't you save me? And God's like, dude, I sent you 3 boats. Why didn't you get in the boat? That's what I think about this company. Like, for people who are drowning, like, get in the boat. Come on, get in the boat. Just talk. I mean, this opportunity is so life-changing. I mean, just thinking of my life, from where I came from to where I am now, sometimes I'll just be sitting there next to my husband and my kids just playing, just be like, I can't stop crying. Like, this is really my life. Like, we really don't have to wake up to an alarm clock in the morning, and he doesn't have to leave. And we really are about to purchase a house, y'all, a homeowner. That would have never happened for me. That would have never happened to me. To have my parents proud of me, that's never never happened. I have my mom like bragging about me to people and like telling people about things that I'm doing. That's crazy. That's God, and that's this company, the heart of this company. I'm telling y'all, every time I get around Mark and Cindy, they probably think I'm crazy because I cannot talk to them without crying. Like, I can't even like look at them because they have changed my life so much just by stepping out. They were normal people, dude. Like, he was a teacher. You know what I'm saying? Look what he did. If he can do that, we can do anything. We can do anything. We just have to get bold, man. We just have to get bold and confident and put it out there and watch what God does. He just needs you to meet him halfway. Remember, it's up here. We let the enemy come in. We let people in, our environment. Your environment is so crucial, man. It's either going to be fertilizer and help you grow, or it's going to be poison and kill you. Get rid of some people. Drop some dead weight. Prove some people wrong. If it's people you can't get rid of, prove them wrong. Make them shut up. And they come over to my It Works bought house, sitting on my It Works bought couch, eating my It Works bought food. Come on, tell me something. Tell me this is a scam. Please. I'm ready for you. They don't say nothing. They can't. I make more money than them now. You know what I'm saying? That's God. And everybody who has a story, the ones who people least expect it from, those are the ones that God wants to show out. He's chomping at the bit for you to just wipe it clean, get all that stuff out of your mind, and just trust him and put in the effort. He blesses effort. He is literally waiting to show out in your life. Because why? Because God had to do it. God had to show up, man. But yeah, that's really what I got. I think I pretty much said everything that I wrote down.
Dude, I honestly feel like this was probably the best Zoom ever. Like, does anybody else agree?
Oh,
like straight up, that dude, your story is so inspiring. Like, man, I'm crying over here. Like, you're just amazing, and like, thank you for showing us just what it takes. Like, I love how you're just, there's no skipping the hustle to this, but anybody can do this. And I appreciate you and your time so much for just pouring into everybody. And I know that everybody here is touched very much so.
Oh, y'all are awesome. Had me in tears this whole time.
Right? And then and then she switches it up, and then you laugh, and then you cry, and then you laugh. I'm all emotional. No, this is amazing. Thank you so much for your time. We truly, truly appreciate it.
Man,
very inspiring. Thank you.
All right, guys. Have a great night. And
I'm going to follow you.
I'm going to follow you. Yeah. I'm going to follow
you.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Thank you.